Hello guys, it's me, and this is my second time doing this because as I was doing the intro of this, I got interrupted. Also conveniently right when I was talking about and this is probably the best time I won't get interrupted, and then I got interrupted, so that was funny. Anyways, if I pause a lot or something, it's because one, I'm tired and running off of caffeine, and um, will I'm eating, I'm still drinking my caffeine, and the script is long. So it's probably gonna give me a headache. But that's fine. Oh god. Anyways, that's fine. Um anyways, so this is as Donnie, it's Angel Listener, requested by Jazara. Jazara Kalai oh Kali Dado. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. At all. It's like my third time fumbling it. Maybe it's my fourth. Hold on, let me check this shit. One. No, this is my second time fumbling this shit. Okay, do it. Welcome. But yeah. This is long, so this video will be long, and I can't help that. I really went in depth with this. I kind of like hyper focused on this because my self insert for TMT is based off of Angels, and it just got my 2% going. I didn't add anything in here to make it an OCX listener though. Wait, no. X OC/listener, because I hate when people do that, especially in fanfiction or anything. And I don't want to do that today. So I'm gonna I just made something new. Anyways, so yeah. I hope you guys liked it, and let's get started. It was shameful. You broke one of the most important rules as an angel. You had one job. One job. You had choke this family of mutant turtles plus one rat plus some other mutant that you couldn't pinpoint what they were, plus 3 humans. That was your only job. You did it perfectly for so long, so long. You started when the family was first formed. You watched the turtles grow, you watched them become who they are today. Of course, with a little bit of your guidance, but that's not the point. But now, because your heart decided to be stupid, you fell in love with the purple one. Because, of course, the one rule, don't fall in love with a mortal. You broke. Luckily, you had the ability to not let this feeling influence your work to the best of your abilities. You didn't help when they couldn't find something, you didn't fix their inventions when they broke, you didn't do anything because of your affection for them, because treating the mortals you watched over better than the other ones would also be a rule that you could not break. You'd be banished if you did that, and that would not be good. You watched as your internal favorite was doing research on something. Since they couldn't see you, you decided to take a peek at the existence of angels. Why are they researching that? I mean, I was like, some immortals didn't wonder if you were real or not, but you know, he was really looking into it. And I mean, really looking into it. So, you know, spirits, colder and harder temperatures. Let me type that down. Okay. They then grabbed an oddly conveniently placed thermometer and checked the temperature of the room. Okay? Oh, it changed. Does that mean? Oh, the fan's on. Ugh, whatever. Okay. They got up and turned it. They got up and turned off the fan with a sigh. I swore it was getting warmer. They continued their research and watched from a distance now. Knowing them, any amount of evidence you made would make their tism tingle, and that would be their new obsession for the next month, at least. Not to mention that the research might lead them to the actual truth, which also might get you banished. No one mentioned that being an angel is this hard. Over the next week, they already started making plans to catch an angel, quote unquote. It was like they were ghost hunting or something. Raph, being your unknown advocate, kept telling Donnie that angels were probably not real, and if they were real, they wouldn't want to be caught or captured. Donnie's solution was making something that could send them back, which was not easily manageable since the knowledge about the other side was very limited to mortals. But anyhow, they were obsessed. They were going back into their mad scientist era, I swear. I mean, you felt a bit special since they unknowingly were obsessing with you, but also they were going to get you banished, so it was a win-lose situation, but mainly on the lose side. The entire experience was painful to watch, painful to experience, really. And since you couldn't do anything too impactful to him, or else you would also get banished, you kind of just had to sit there and watch. You were stuck. You were stuck. You tried going into their dreams and tell them angels couldn't possibly be real, but that just made it worse. They were now doing this out of spite, what they believed was their own brain telling them no. You wanted to bash your head into a wall. Then an idea came into your head. If you left them alone, they'd get less signs of your presence, and then you'd likely get uninterested. Hopefully, maybe, probably. You prayed. You know it's crazy when you make an angel pray. Anyways, you decided to follow Mikey around on his antics. You'd follow Splinter, but his constant TV watching made you want to disappear from existence. Donnie now started to second guess. They were confused. All the signs were there, but then they weren't. They just poofed. It was 3 a.m. when Leo walked into their lab. Hey, do you have any melatonin left? What in the pizza world? Leo, am I going insane? Here, look at this data. Look at this. Don't make Jesus. You know I don't speak numbers. Okay, fine. Here, all the angel-like anomalies and activities were here. Constant. Maybe not, well, constantly. But they've been here and they've never left until they left. Are you gonna finish? Until poof, they just disappeared, gone in a snap. Everyone has said that angels aren't real, but the signals were so obviously there. Even listeners said so. That crush, dude, you still have that? Shut! You met them in a dream. Do you still dream about them? They're in your head. You know that, right? I know that. I see them as my consciousness. You crush on their consciousness. That isn't the point. That is not the point. Shh. Look, they all just disappeared. And it's been like this for a week. It's so sudden. That must mean that the angel has caught on to me. You might be actually going insane. I said it as a joke like a bit ago, but dude, I genuinely think I'm crazy. You're crazy. Why does everyone think I'm crazy? This is the 3rd month you've been obsessing over this. I don't think you even use your room anymore. That shit's squeaky clean. Not because you clean it, because it's empty. That means nothing. Donnie. Anyways, my research might be halted, but I am not, for I shall track this angel from above. You what? I need to show you this little trinket I have been working on. Donnie led Leo to this curtain. Leo took a very long sip of his 3 a.m. coffee. What even is this now? Now, my brother, I reveal The totally legit angel capture that definitely works more than one time. No refunds version. 489. The what? T-Act for sure. Short. Okay then. This is how you plan to catch an angel. Indeed. This bad boy can send so many energy waves where it will disrupt the barrier between us and the angels so I can take them. So, kidnapping. That's a crime, by the way. It's not a crime if it's for research. Yeah. Okay. Um, if you're actually successful in this, I hope Raph doesn't find out. Good luck. What? You're leaving? Yes. If I hear any more of this, I think my brain will fry. Leah, how unhelpful. After about a month of you leaving Donnie alone, you gave in and decided to visit. You just hovered around while they slept, just watching them, just making sure they were okay. I mean, it's been a month since you interacted in quotations with them. Then, suddenly, the sound of a machine turned on and let out a light that blinded the living, unintended, Christ out of you. You then felt a cloth cover you and you got yanked over to a chair and tied down. You felt the cloth get ripped off of your head. Finally, I've caught you. Listener! Yes, I know your name. You, what? Hey! Angels can shapeshift? Second form. Biblically accurate. Oh, great heavens. Angel is the person of my dreams. What? Oh. Donnie then started to pace while muttering to themselves. You watched them in confusion. I can't. This just got a lot more complicated for me. Need this research, okay? You can't stay here long. Why? Disrupting balance. Banishment. I can get you back there if you ask my questions. What type of questions? Well, I'm glad you asked. Donnie then started ranting and asking you questions. Most you obviously could not answer, but the ones you did were how you can enter their dreams and how that you were watching over them and how balance would be disrupted if too many angels were in were in this plane instead of the other plane, blah blah. Okay. I am a man of my word. I will send you back. Donnie then set up the T-Act machine and started it, and you disappeared. Until you fell to the ground from the ceiling. What the? Listener, are you okay? Oh no. What does that mean? Try the machine again. Uh, about that. Yeah, it only works once. I can make another one. You don't have time. Hey, don't freak out now. Your life isn't over, okay? What happens when angels vanish anyway? Like, yeah, you said they get sent into the mortal realm, but do they, like, become mortal? You stay immortal because your punishment is watching the world die? Oh, gosh! Okay, then. We can fix this. We can fix this. No. Of course we can't. Just let me think. The rest of the day, Donnie brainstormed on how to help you. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. They were oddly determined. By this time, you were bound to meet the Turtles cast, Casey, April, Splinter, Draxum, etc. You witnessed the scolding that Donnie had to go through because of what they did. It wasn't pretty. Donnie let you hover around them when they were trying to help you. They didn't really mind. I mean, you were in their dreams, so I doubt they'd mind too much at all. You were in their head half the time anyways. The more you were around them, though, the more they realized that silly little crush, that silly little itty bitty kitty little crush, actually turned into a head over heels obsession. Eventually, you told them to stop researching and try and get you back. You've obviously spent way too long, and you were surely banished. And you'd surely be banished the second you got back. Donnie, of course, even though they weren't too receptive on emotional things, with the people they were close to, they knew when something was up. They knew you weren't happy about being banished. I mean, anyone could read that. Donnie did a lot of stuff to try and make it up to you, but they only felt like they could actually make it up to you by sending you back. About a year into your stay at the Turtles, you and Wadani could take your feelings anymore. You entered their lab and asked if they were busy, just to notice that they were staring into space. Huh? Yeah? Oh, okay. What do you need to say? You then confessed, saying how you adored him for a long time, and now that you knew you couldn't go back to the other side, you had no reason to not admit your feelings because you were kind of stuck here, and that you loved them, and that if he couldn't know the brunt of the truth about the other side, he at least deserved this. Donnie was, needless to say, shocked. An Angel, you actually loved them? And you meant it? Oh, his brain was going crazy. Donnie finally snapped out of their trance when you asked if they were okay. Apparently, it looks like they actually froze in time. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just, I'm not rejecting you, no. I just, well, yeah, but I didn't mean to hesitate. Feelings are hard. Yes, yes, I feel the same way. I have for a while, even before I got you banished and stuff. I'm still sorry about that. How? Ah, very simple. You appeared in my dreams a lot, by the way. Let's ignore the fact that I fell in love with a possibly figure of my imagination, okay? Let's drop that. Yes. Yeah. I love you too. The risk of being with you. What being? Will I just explode the second we kiss or something? No. Then why would I care? What is it? Oh. Well, I could have figured. I know watching me pass on would be a struggle, and that's, well, we're putting it lightly. Donnie thought for a moment. I'm I'm okay with that. You might not be, but I'm okay with that. So so you'll be with me then. That's great. That's that's better than great, actually. You guys were happy together. Months, years. Dude, you and Donnie even got married after a while. But time flew by faster for you, so before you knew it, Donnie had aged, and all of the brothers have aged, and everybody else aged. I mean, even Splinter passed on, which, of course, you helped him through. And Angel was inclined to do their job, and you felt entitled to it. And that's what you that's what you were doing now. You held Donnie's hand. Their old, very aged hand. I can't believe I'm going to die before Raph. Don't don't look at me like that. So sad and all. Make it look like I failed. Yes, failed. I may or may not have prepared a party gift for you. I know I'm not the gifting type, but after I go, I want to tell you the location of one of my greatest works of machinery. This letter I had typed. I know it would be more meaningful if I handwrote it, but I'm a bit too weak for that currently. So, the letter is at the bottom cabinet of my desk. The one with the lock on it. I had the lock put in place so you wouldn't find it early. The key is 6969. I made the password when I was younger, okay? I thought it would be funny. You noticed his breath was starting to get shallow. Don't, don't cry when I go. It'll just make this harder for me. I do have one last request. One parting kiss. Thank you. He leaned in, tears urging to flow. You gave him one last kiss. During the kiss, you felt him pass, his body go limp in your arms. It was too much to bear. His death hurt so much it made an angel. You leave. You left the room after a bit. The brothers already said their goodbyes, and so did the others. You were the last one. You notified them of Donnie's passing, and the air, already thick with sadness, was now suffocating in sorrow. You didn't take it well. I mean, you were stuck here forever, and you couldn't go back. You grieved and stayed in bed for weeks, and after, in an act of desperation to feel Donnie again, you went to go find the letter that they told you to find. You went to their lab, found their desk, punched in the code, and found the letter. It read, Dear listener, I'm sure you'll be conflicted when I tell you what I've been up to. I want you to know that I did this in hope to make you happy, and maybe, if it works, we can see each other again. I never gave up on you. I've never been known to give up on an invention unless it was impossible, but I did it once, so I can do it again. I made a version of the T-Act machine that I used for you to enter our plane. With that knowledge, with the past machine and the other used data that you've given me, I can assure you that in theory, this would work, and even has a higher success rate of up to 92.5%, according to the math course. Mortal math. But I know how you are. It's up for you to use it. The place where I hid it and the instructions are written on the back of this paper. I won't be upset if you use it or not, but this is my last gift to you, my life's work. I hope to see you again. I love you. Your tears hit the paper as you read it. That idiot. I never gave up on you and did all of this for you just to be happy. After some thanking and advice and the okay of your friends that you knew, plus the brothers, to go back to the other side, you decided you'd try this invention that Donnie made for you. One last try. One last chance. You located it, followed the instructions, and powered on the machine. The others were there to wish you a goodbye, and in a flash of blinding light, it worked. It It worked. You were back. You were finally back. You weren't even worried about the fact that you were banished and you technically broke into the afterlife, but you just wanted to find Donnie. Nothing else was important. Other angels were shocked about your arrival, but you did not even care. You asked around for them, for Donnie, and when you located him, it was like a weight was lifted off of your entire body. Damn, well, your entire soul. You ran up to him and took him in your arms. Ah! Oh, sweetheart, you actually, you actually showed up. It worked. Big macaroni. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know that I'd end up turning back into a young adult when I got here. You didn't tell me it worked that way, okay? Just shut up. I'm just glad you're here. You were both teary-eyed and happy. He showed you his family, which you already knew, but it was fine. You didn't know them too well. You only know a few since they thanked you for watching over their remaining bloodline. You met up with Splinter again too, which he was back to a human now? It, it, it was the afterlife. Who knows? Who cares? It didn't take long for you to get in trouble, though. You were banished. And after all, and so you ended up going into a trial. Thankfully, all your crimes you already did were lifted through banishment. The mortal you fell in love with was now dead and not mortal anymore, in which you actually got in a relationship with said mortal. You were already banished, and there weren't any rules about what you could do where you were or where you were banished. So you were glad that your crimes were lifted and that you could stay. You weren't allowed to work as an angel to watch over anyone anymore, but you were reduced to a regular angel job, and that was fine. I was completely fine with you. You were just glad that you had Donnie again. You were glad you were home, because wherever Donnie was home to you. I hope you guys liked that one. I liked writing that one. It was very, very fun. And bittersweet. And sweet. Like, I really like endings like that. So I decided to make my own. Anyways, so now that that video is off the list, we now have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 other requests to do, which is lovely. So yeah, that'll be great if because it's nearing the end of this month, I have 2 weeks to grind. Actually, wait, hold on, I might. Nope, I have 2 weeks to grind, including this week, to get it all typed up, scripted out, recorded, and done, and then I'm going to take a break from the turtles. I know it's a tragedy, but you have to understand, I have started a new an old obsession is resurfacing, an obsession that I've had since I was very, very young, and it is called Sans the fucking skeleton. Yes, clap. Amazing. So, I might do something with that, because I think he's just a sad little cutie fucking patootie. But yeah, and I've seen not a severe lack. I've just seen a lack in Sans X listener videos, and I don't like that. As a person who listens to X listeners religiously and needs them to go to sleep, I ain't gonna let that slide. No one's gonna make them, I'll make my own. That's just how it is. But Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna be working my ass off, and I'm gonna be working a lot during school too. So, I'm gonna try my best. This is probably the only video I'll be able to record today, and I'll try to record something Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm gonna stay up to write scripts, so I have a lot, to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and like, comment, subscribe if you want, of course, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!